Right, guys, hello and welcome back. I'm Samius and we are playing Factorio Mega Mods Part 23 Subpart 2 Kryptonium now. Kryptonium. We must kill Superman. No, something like that. Alright, anyway, we're back from our post-lunch and we have got the robots working. I went ahead and I temporarily glued in Roboport networks. I thought I had one bridging here too. But they are pulling out trees all along here, basically. We're doing some strip deforestation. While we're at it, we're gonna strip these out too. This is just temporary here. Ooh, nice. I think we'll slap down a couple of these right here. Again, I'm trying to get as much of this mined up and out of the way as I can. Whatever I can, get it stored out of here. Oh, my 4 robots are gonna take this apart. Thanks, guys. Can we? Perfect. Excellent. So as you can tell, all of our construction robots are busy bees. I shouldn't say all of them, but most of them. Well, they're trying to get in place here, but whatever, it's fine. Let's slap down that. And that. And let's get back to work. So, when we last left our brave heroes, I think here we are. I can grab my robots back. We're still missing a few. Can I transfer you to a couple of wooden chests? Yes, I kind of just want to shoot this stuff to death. I shouldn't, but I kind of just want to. We can't do these though. No, we can get rid of those. Alright, so the way we're currently lined up here is that, in theory, we should be able to take this plan, roughly. If we wanted to, we should be able to take this here and go like that and copy and slap it down over here somewhere, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to do something different. Instead, we are going to actually plan this out a little bit better. So what we're going to do, let's figure out where we want our train tracks to come in. If that was closer, I would just pump this straight down to this and be done with it. But since it's not, I think we're going to have a train line branch off here somewhere. Does this need to continue to be all the way out here? Is this all done? This doesn't connect to anything anymore, so it's done. So let's take this guy and slap it down. They're getting over here and they don't have room to charge. So let's do that. Alright. So where's our exit intersection? I guess we don't have an exit intersection blueprint anymore. So this one, since we've made the changes, hasn't had any more problems. Let's snag it. between the poles. But we don't want the green wire. Let's see, I take this out and that out. Take that away. Now that does connect that green wire, so we gotta be careful. Also, I guess I should have also made sure that this didn't interfere with this any more than it's already kind of happening here. But it looks good, actually, like I did it on purpose. Which, of course, I did. Yep, definitely did it on purpose. These are all connected with green wire. These are no longer connected with green wire. But then those are again. Do I have a section that's not connected with green wire, or did I just get in that habit? Here we go. Here, this is not connected with green wire. So let's grab. Oh, but I don't have signals in here. I'm so good at video games, you guys. The best. No, forget it. Never mind. We'll just wire things up differently. Can I have power here? Is that cool? Is that cool that I put power here? Oh, this doesn't connect correct though. I don't think. That'll work. Okay. So when this extender goes down, I should be able to pick those up with no problem. And then we need a this way here and this way there. It is possible that I don't need, or I don't want it to be like, it's possible that I would like to have more than one line, but I currently don't have that capability. Also, we're out of train tracks. I think all the rest of the train tracks are in the car, and the car is over there. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's just go. These robots will fix everything eventually. There's plenty of your brothers and sisters. These will probably get adjusted to this mine as well. We'll get all this stuff picked up and mined out of here, hopefully. At least that's the plan. Where is the car? Here it is. You know what I wish the car could do? I wish the car could turn into a logistics requester. Also, I think I can build bigger vehicle roboports now too, which I would not be opposed to doing. So let's put some robots in the car. Take some train tracks for me. Come on, guys. I need these roads a working. Or sorry, these train tracks are working. We're probably gonna need a lot more of these also. Alright, so we're going to take and run this line probably all the way over to here somewhere. And then what we'll do is we'll have another vertical line that goes up here. I think probably actually here would be a good place to put it. But we'll give it a second. How about these? Are you going to put these lines down? I don't think we're in the network anymore, right? It's like, nope, we don't care, we're done. Here we go. Now we're gonna actually have to build some stuff, aren't we? That's right. Lay down these tracks. We'll have to go back up in a minute for train tracks probably, but it's no big. Just slowly drive our way across. Crossing down. We will get this crotonium working if it is the last thing we do. Crotinium? Crodar? Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Alright, looks good. Alright, so the big question becomes, how do we want to build it? So I kind of want to have like a raw line that goes on one side and a build line on the other side. Let's just start trying to figure out some basics here, shall we? Because I want to be able to provide to the network all the different layers. You know, kind of like how we're doing this over here. You know, like we have our request, and then we have what we're supplying. So, like in this case, we're always supplying this. But I would like to, at some point, provide crushed each of these into the system. Because there's no reason to not. And then that'll give us the option to, if we decide we need to, say like make all copper, or if we want to make straight up lead, or straight up tin, or silicone, or you know what I mean. Just it gives us more options, and really having 10,000 of each of these sitting someplace is not that big of a deal. In the grand scheme. So I want to make sure that we have a nice input, and I'm thinking, like I said, we use this section as our line and we build this way. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's grab our car again. And then because I'm terrible with corners and stuff, I think we're gonna blow this out. And then this guy, I'm kind of thinking. Let's look how this plugs in to our network here. So if I want to have this kind of taking that spot, I could set it up right there like that, right? And then I delete from here to I delete this, and I delete this. We restamp that back down. Make a decision, Samius? We're out of train tracks. Give us whatever we have left. We'll have to go make a train track run. Also, I don't think these are supposed to be... I think these need to be rail signals, actually. I'm doing a little bit better on figuring out some of this stuff. Can I build like one railroad track? Oh, I can actually build a bunch. Okay. So let's fix this corner. And we'll set up all this with Alright, so this should be an in. This should be an out. Alright, now we need these, right? Alright, and then, so, as close as we can, here, and here, and then these two come together, so we need one here, then we need one here, and there, to out, and there, and one with them together, and one here. Did I put one? I did put one there. Alright, so we'll put one there, I think. Alright, let's grab from this corner to there. And that should match. That should match. That should match. Assuming I did all this right. Did we have extra bits on this one? Counting 4. Counting 6. So I do have extras in here. So let's blow all these out. Let's grab from there to there again. Alright, so we come in this from here to here though, right? Does there need, I guess there needs to be one there. I don't actually know. What the hell do I know? We'll just put one everywhere. When in doubt, put more in than you think you need. Alright. Let's go back and get like a zillion railroad tracks. Oh, so many things. Alright. I get ran over by any cars or trains or whatever. My bitrate is gone, mate. What do you mean? I'm showing no drop frames. Show my FPS good. Like, I'm zoomed pretty far out, so it's gonna be a little grainy. That's just Factorio when you're zoomed all the way out. It should, hopefully it still looks good. If it doesn't look good, I will fix it. Alright, so where do we want to make our... Perfect. If I were to put this down here. Also, hello and welcome to the stream. This is the new router. Everything, like I said, it looks good on my end. So just let me know what's going on. I will fix it. Or try to fix it. Yeah, it gets grainy when you're zoomed out. That's just unfortunately a Factorio thing as near as I can tell. Like, it gets really bad when I'm watching like Neil House or Catherine the Sky's live stream. We can get rid of that. And we can get rid of this. And these, all these are redundant actually. Alright, so let's re-grab this 9. Alright, so now we can have 2. One on this side, one on this side. I'm actually going to take and drag this up into here. My stream usually goes well with a... Let me check out my settings. I also did lower it the other day because our computer was going out, or our router is going out. So it's at 225 right now. The face can't. Okay. Well, I'll look at turning it up next stream. We'll just try it and see what happens. Alright, so this is a requester station. Let's see, let's get rid of this. And these. I guess we'll get rid of all these for now. Get rid of all that. I'll get rid of all this for now. Still a few extra bits that we don't necessarily want, but it's fine. We can make some of these things go away. Oh no, our loop's not gonna fit. Damn it. Alright, well, we're gonna make it work. Okay, so this will be our requesting section, and these are going to get changed to these right here. So we're going to start pick up down here, drop off up here. Then we're going to switch from here to there, is that right? Okay. And let's take a look at this. LTN. I don't think it's manufacturing. I think it's I don't know how we did it. Let's look at our map. Zoom back out and scroll over here. It is iron plates. So we named our goal LTM. Yeah, let's just call it P for processing. And this will be the Crotinium. How's that spelled? Boop. All right, perfect. Alex. All right, so let's start by oh, we need some bits. What are we? I should really like the idea of that. I don't see your red box anywhere. Alright, so let's clean these out though. And signals. Please don't bring me 10,000 of those things. Alright. So we're going to request Cortini more, like 50,000. And we're going to request it in 10,000 ore chunks. 20,000 ore chunks. Alright. And since this will just take everything that's in there, we should be good. Oh. Oh, we already got some coming. Now, the question is it coming with the right stuff? And it's not. Alright, let's grab this again. So I don't want to really limit our potential on this side, but I think we're going to have to. So 1, 2, 3. I could build it right here. Yeah, that's a lot of sapphire to throw away though. Let's build it right here. Right in the middle of this. Alright, so this pipe is going to have to adjust a little bit. Oops. You need a bunch of these. Alright, and then, oh, we don't have a radar down there. Hopefully we'll be able to just get rid of that pipe soon altogether. I know. Is there... I forgot if I had a like a shift. I don't. Nope. Alright, then how did that... Alright, and then we can have another request warehouse there. So we'll basically end up copying this up and down the line for each of the 6 materials. And like I said, I'm inclined to copy this . And then that should give us a lovely little train track pattern here that we can copy. We blow out a few things. Oh no, there's not a... Damn it. There we go. This side at least there is. Alright, so we don't want any pipes. Any of that. What else do we not need? Let's take all this. Nope, we needed those. Damn it. Alright, let's start over then. Welcome back, Connor. Alright, so let's see. Get rid of this. Get rid of the pipe. Get rid of this. 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 We'll get rid of those things for now. So it'll physically put the warehouse... Oh, and this. It'll physically put the warehouse down and that. The problem is that I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to actually place it. So it may be too large. Whoa, what happened? I think that'll work nicely, actually. I think, anyway. We'll see how it looks. So if we treat this as an input, and this as an input, then this isn't, and these two as outputs. Theoretically, we can expand this one all the way out to here, and this one all the way out to here. So, and we can make this a Bobonian processing. Because there's some already here. And we don't have a prop. I mean, this guy works and he's doing a great job. And I'm glad we did it, but I don't know. And it should... No, it doesn't quite fit inside there, does it? Probably doesn't quite fit in there. But we could build it here. With a few changes, it would fit. Alright, we're good on that side, so let's also get rid of that. I'm making the pieces for the processing stations. I am. That's the general idea here, yeah. Starting to kind of lay out where we're going to build these massive stations. I hope. The other question is, do I want to set up individual RoboPort networks? Or do I want these all to be connected on the same network? This, I think, can go away. Where are you going? Oh, we're out of railroad tracks here. And the car's up north. We may also be adding some mods here soon. I don't know what to see. I've been watching Neil House's big community map or whatever, and I really love these long distance angel things. Connor says different networks. So right now they're set up as different networks, or they were. I just connected these two. So. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm out of train tracks actually. Can we just kill this rock? As long as we stay on the old open source music plan here, I'm fine with it. Click, click. The other question is, when do we start paving the world, and do we go crazy? Part of me kind of likes having it not be all concrete and bricks and stuff. But I would like to have more clearly defined areas too. All right. So you guys are done over here. This is all treed freed. You're coming to take logistics stuff away. Oh my. That's not what I intended. Whatever, that'll work. What are those blue lines on the map? So in the new 15 point whatever, you can turn on the power grids to show you where the power lines are at. So this one's still... Oh yeah, okay. And that's purely because I threw in that Roboport network there. So that'll probably get bridged in a little bit. Yeah, I part of the reason why I'm doing all that stuff is because those you can use those power grid lines to do some things. Where did I park the car now? Thought I drove the car all the way into here. Oh, it's over here. We're going to have another situation where these guys need the crystals. Oh, they hydrochloric acid. What the shit? Why is every one of these like... At least we have plenty of hydrofluoric acid. Be able to bundle that shit up. So I also definitely need to consider how I'm going to have the main base here give things to the logistics train network, because we're probably going to have to bottle up and fly over with the robots the hydrofluoric acid. That'll at some point get redone here. Time is it? We have a little more than an hour left. Alright, I actually want to start building stuff in a second too, but I'd like to get this initial grid finished being assembled here. So I understand that the logistics train network is having issues in multiplayer, but God, it's so sweet in single player so far. It took a little bit of time to get the hang of, but I think now that I have a pretty good idea how it works, I'm pretty pleased. And I'm glad I didn't like do my original idea of, well, I'll just make this little 3x3 grid wherever I need to have ore processing, and I'll just have the ores magically come to us every time. Come on. I know this is also not the most efficient space thing or whatever, but it's fine. Alright. Now, I don't know exactly what the range is on these, but I imagine it's bloody huge. Come on, get in the car. Let's go. Yeah, so if I do one there and one there, I do one on the input and one on the output side, it'll cover everything and then some. Alright. So now we have radar for days. Look at that. We can even see over here. If we had cheater reach, we could start taking that base. Alright. So let's see what we have here. We have 10,000 of all the things that we don't actually need anymore, because that initial stuff, but none of the stuff that we actually do need, correct? Because we probably don't have 20,000 chromium anywhere. Because I told this to have a limit of... Oh? What's going on? What are you doing? Looking for Sterlite. Going to where? Go back to the depot. Speaking of, what are my guys doing? It's like everyone's sitting in the depot. Someone bring me my bloody chromium. Let's go. We don't have any gold up here? Not 10,000 gold. I'm getting the crushed stone. Somebody bring me some... Someone come get the chromium. Let's go. How are you set up? 5,000. Alright, let's change you to 5,000 then. Come on. Oh, you know what? This is not hooked up to this. warehouse like it's supposed to be. What? Is that not hooked up over here? Yeah, it's hooked up. Let's move this to this side then. From here to here to here. Alright, are you coming to me? There you go. No station supplying slag. Bringing sapphirite. Bringing rubitite. Come on, somebody bring me a fucking chromium. Alright. Whatever. Alright, we're going to come down here. We're going to copy this station. Copy from here to here, basically. We'll drop that. Drop that. Alright, so we need one of these. One of these. We need light. We need 2 more of these stack filter inserters that will actually replace with these other ones. Alright, done. So we're picking up from here, and we're putting down here. Like this. Nope. Now we're flipping it. Alright, right now we're providing jack and squat. Is that correct? That is correct. So we are going to start by just getting rid of the stuff that we ordered that we didn't mean to. So this and the coal. Do we want to keep the coal? Do we need coal anywhere in this chromium process here? So chromium is going to get turned into various products, including but not limited to, I don't think we can go all the way down because we don't have hydrochloric acid. So the best we can sort right now are the chunks. So chromium chunks right now turn into slag, silver, and I don't want to do lead processing here. I don't want to do silver processing here. So yeah, I think we'll just crunch through it. Although I'd love to be able to make... What does it take to do hydrochloric acid? I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole right now. I'm just curious if it's something that's super quick. Hydrogen chloride gas, which is what we're making from the other product, right? Like we already have a ton of that. Like, don't we make a bunch of it for gold processing? Isn't that what that is? Or out up here. Yeah, there's some hoops to jump through. So this music video is like flashing lights and stuff. Oh, it's playing hell on my migraine right now. Let's get that off screen. Sorry. Wow, what a kick in the teeth. So what's going on? This salt is full. So this is stop manufacturing. Alright, here I know what to do. I actually know if I have a storage or warehouse in the system. Yeah, just try that for now. Hello. Oh, we're missing all that stuff. Damn it, I still gotta go back. Why do I still not have this fucking chromium? One of these on the drive, thank you. I still understand why it's not. I'm not even seeing the request yet. It's like here, right? Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. How did that work? Out, in. There we go. Bloosh! Get back to work. Look at him bring me things. Bring me all the things! So I had the hydrogen chloride gas. Just theoretically, again, what did it take to make this? We just need to add purified water plus this. Are you guys marked 2s? You're not. Do I have more 2s on me? Or 3s? I got a couple. We could make 4s. Let's grab a couple of 4s real quick. Reinforced bricks, right? I thought I requested bricks in here, or steel in here. Must not have. Alright. Is silicone not in a requester chest? Seems odd as well. Or do we not have any? One of these statements are true. Looks like we do not have any. Are you a provider? You're not. Let's turn you into a provider. And then let's tell you to keep me like 200 of that. Greater than or equal to 200. This way we can keep making stuff. Alright. You got your steel. Alright, that should be good then. Moto Z Force 2! So we are like October? Excuse me. In October, we'll have our phones paid for, so Verizon's like, hey, are you ready to buy new stuff? I'm like, fuck you, Verizon. There we go. Yeah, this gas is coming in fast and furious. So we'll take some of this gas and turn it into hydrochloric acid, barrel it up, and just sit it somewhere for now. Why do you go up? No reason as near as I can tell. It only goes to here for the fluoride solution. Okay. I have a bunch of those. Nope, not 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can tie into this fresh water right here. And what is it in? A chemical plant? I know I said I wasn't going to go down this rabbit hole, but you guys know me. Huh? Alright. Could go in angels. Because it would be convenient for it to be the other way around, wouldn't it? Alright, let's give you some power. Then we're going to put you straight into a barreling machine, which I don't have one on me. I don't know if I have anything actually making barrels. Alright, so you go straight into this. Filling. Oh, it's green. This one? Nice. Perfect. Take the barrels, put them in. So we'll do a provider and a requester. Request that, go into there. And then you give me like, what, barrels? This one? Make sure there's like 500. Now the question is, do we have... Oh, they're delivering barrels. So then let's make some... Let's make sure we have barrels getting made. Probably down in the mall-ish area. Don't see any barrels. I guess we could make barrels here. Right, barrels are just steel. Oh, they're steel, not iron. They can go right here. Oh, I don't need them to be like setting any world records for speed. So long-armed me a inserter. And then we'll passively provide them right here. And you will make sure I have like just like 500 barrels in the network. Not 5,000, like 500. Yes, we have a bunch in the network is what you're telling me. Okay. So we should be able to store that up, no problem. No problem. Go ahead and grab a couple of extra of these. Let's get this last electrolyzer running. Oh, I'm sorry. I should never have looked over there. He just started out of the corner of my eye and just like hit me. Here, I'm going to adjust the lights. I'll be right back. Oh. I'm kind of starting to cry here. What do you guys think of my D20 shirt? You like that? I made a whole bunch at the for the arena, and I don't think they ever got... Whoa. There's a bunch of that one grade up there. We'll see about slapping those down somewhere. Okay, what else did I actually need? I needed something else while I was down here. I have zero idea what it was. Guess it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. Was it? I think I literally just ran over for that, right? I understand what happened to my car there. We should probably pick up that RoboPort at some point here. Did we get our... What the shit? Alright. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Samius, you idiot. Okay, so we did all that to figure out if we could keep this or not. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it up here and provide it to this. Because we don't want it up here. And I want to go basically as far this way out of the way I can. Hey Tech, what's up, buddy? It's been a while. It's been a while. Alright, let's slap down these things and see how many more we can actually lay down while we're here. Again, I kind of don't want to build this out here, but at the same time, this is where I already kind of started it, so we'll let it go to town. Did we get those bits out of my backpack at least? We have not yet. Go! Shoot! Go away! Get out of my backpack. Factorissimo 2? No. I have not gotten into the Factorissimo. I've seen a lot of people that really, really love it. I'm not there. I have 13 more of these things. You like it? Well, it's probably very cool. We can add it to the list of mods to check out. I think it'll make my eyeballs melt out of my skull. Alright. So at some point in the future we'll probably have to move that. Yeah, I kind of actually like... I don't know. We're about to figure out how much I like or dislike having things on separate bot networks. Oh, there he is. Why would it do that? I think it's easier on the eyes, makes it easier to focus on the current task. Having all the bots on the same network? Is that what you mean? I think the idea is that because the UPS is less, so you'll notice how I've adjusted some things and we actually have a reasonable bandwidth again. So our FPS UPS is full again, but that's also in part because I've stopped sciencing. So the base really is just kind of idling right now. I'm making like robots or something, I think is about all this base is doing right now. But when you're busy working, the various bot networks all being together could make them, interact across zones, where instead confining them to their own zones cuts down on that. Do I want to build do I even want this in here? That's the other question. I don't know if I do really. Let's just take it out for now. Alright, do we have our Critinium in here? Hey. Bring me that shit back. Where'd it go? Please don't stick that over here. Where? Is the space set up wrong? Alright, what are you supposed to be getting? Delete. Delete. Delete all that. Go back to the depot. What are you trying to do? Alright, something's not right down there. Let's go figure it out. Alright, because you got nothing? Okay. What did I do wrong? This isn't the way down section of the base, I will admit. Alright, so let's take a look. Oh. Why is this not... Boosh! Alright. Oh, so cute. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. I'm gonna clean up all this shit now. And then, because these are all picked up, we can get rid of all of that now. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to build any of that stuff by hand. So I have to go through all those steps. We'll just continue taking advantage of these here. I would like to mine that, but... You bastards. Alright. Get in there. Hurry up. Get in my pocket. And then we need one of... There we go. So these two will basically keep mining. And it'll fill this one, and then this one, and that one, and that's plenty of storage for that stuff. Alright, so we should have plenty of chromium coming in. That stuff should be getting weeded down. This thing looks good. What do we have? We're actually a little lighter on that than I thought we would be. Balmunium. All this stuff looks okay, actually. So let's take this out. And we will slightly adjust this. That shit all mine now? Okay. No! 115 hours and we finally got killed. Damn it. Because we stood on the railroad tracks. How far back in time do we have to go? Not that bad. Alright, we got pretty lucky. Alright. So let's stay away from the railroad tracks. 1, 2, 3. That's right, hashtag fail. Man, that's what I would love. There's another mod for you to build. Like an automatic train pauser. What am I looking for? This. Actually, what do we have here? We have two large area ones, right? Let's do those. Whew, okay, let's see, did I need to start taking... Yeah, we do not have much left. We were trying to decide if I was going to grab the sterlite from here, or just pretend like it never existed. And I started grabbing this. So we do need to make sure that we continue to mine some here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, duh. 4. So one of these will fill up this line. Sorry, 3 of these will fill up that line. So then these will bring what down? Give them their own. Alright, so that should supply all of our those needs, those two, sterlite and crotinium needs. Then we have that patch of crotinium up there, and then at some point we can set up a train station on this. Shit, are you guys full too? Wow, crazy. Well, we're actually in reasonable shape to move the bus down. We should probably just go ahead and plan on hard trucking over this and this to this stop over here. Any hoot and nanny. Let's see if we can actually get a little bit of crotinium processing going, shall we? Alright, you guys do your thing, come back to me. Excellent. Why am I doing this by hand? We'll probably use part of this line. To be honest, probably that part of it. What did you have that you didn't? You're not supposed to have that. I'll get rid of it later, I guess. Okay. So step one of all of my systems here is crushing. And this guy crushes 2 different products. So we'll have to change it a little bit. This is just Crotinium. We have none of those on us. Are they in the car? They're in the car. Alright, but you're going to actually be this crushing instead of that. And then I don't think we're going to put limits on it. We don't have any of those. Seems odd. And this will be just crushed stone. There we go. Perfect. And instead of this being like this, this will actually be our crushed stone storage for this area. So I want to make sure that there is a reservoir on crushed stone, and then we want to put a limit on how much crushed stone goes in here. Of what, like 20,000 crushed stone? Okay, so that's gonna crush for days. Just get in the backpack. Stop being a douche. Oh, we don't even have yellow. Huh? Yeah, I forgot. So we don't even have yellow. You know what? Let's just get rid of all the power. I know I just made a bunch of it, but whatever. And that's mostly for aesthetics. And let's just slap down a... Boom. Perfect. Alright, and then you... will probably actually more than feed that. We're going to put a limit on it because we're going to eventually request some hydrochloric acid barrels. I do actually probably need to put some sort of limit on the input. But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, that's a lot of storage. Alright, you should be providing, so make sure that you're actually providing things. Excellent. So, one of the nice things about this going is we're going to have a second facility preparing crushed stone, which is key for some of the mineralization that we're doing. Alright, so step 2, we need purified water, and we're going to need a crap ton. So let's just purify water. Right here, which is part of the reason why we decided to put this over here. So we'd still need to pick up a router. That's cool. So I have my friends recommending routers and modems and modem router combos and whatnot. If you have suggestions for maximum speeds on Cox Internet cable, currently on their highest tier, you're welcome to throw them in the chat. I'll take a look at them. All right, so let's okay. Before we get carried away, to make floaters, we still need purified water. All right, now do the sailing tanks make purified water? Or the salutation, because they take 250 and have a crafting speed of 2. I guess they both are the same. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Let's make one more of those. And then I don't actually have a salutation tank. Alright, so these 3 tanks will have to make the purified water for here. One, two, three. Purify me some water. We're going to have, I forget what the leftover water is. It's saline water. Which... there's not really anything we can do with it besides make salt, right? I can't clean it or anything, so I guess we'll just, in case it turns out that there is in fact something that we're not thinking of, we'll store some, but then the rest of it will just go the hell away. Alright, so how much are you going to eat? 150? So one of these pumps makes 1,000, I think, a second. Is that right? Or a tick? I thought I had one. I may have told it to go away. Yeah, it's going to make 12. So, and each one of these will take 150. So we couldn't put 10 in here, but we could put 9. So now we're really limited on the pipe size, not the... It's the pipe that's actually going to be our limitor. So where do we want to put this? I guess we'll put it... I'm gonna put it here. We want to make sure we have a couple of valves. We want a overflow valve and a return valve, because I want to make sure that that's one way only. That'll go here, because that'll feed into this. And then this return valve will go here and then into this. So that can only go in there. These will run non-stop, and then when that hits its 80%, it'll start spitting it out. Okay, so now we have our purified water. We have our cured our bits. Now, if we look at this guy, we know that I think it's 12. 12 of those are basically keeping up with 12 of these. They're both at 1.5 a second. So let's just compare crafting recipes here. So this takes 2 seconds. and this one also takes 2 seconds. So yeah, basically it'll show the same. So we could copy this 12 to 12 ratio. It doesn't seem that bad to me. Let's see. Put that back in there. Put that back in there. I'll take this. I'll take these. We have 13. So the question becomes, how exactly do I want to keep this layout? We don't have any we don't have any of these arms or belts for that matter. We could also use... I mean, I think the arms are going to be fine, though. And we have lots of room, so we don't have to worry too much about that. We could go... We could go like right here. And how's this one set up? Has it got 2 lines? Yeah, it does. So we have a raw feed line and a regular line. They just are together like that. So the problem with this is it doesn't leave me any other room for this. Which means we have these outs and these outs. But other than the acid, I don't know if we're going to be requesting anything else in. I mean, I don't think so. I know, what do you guys think? I mean, we don't have a whole lot more time left. I just, before we have to take off, I'd like to get this processing. I think we are going to move it up. I guess also real quick, I need 20 of these arms though. 5, 10, 15, 20. We had everything else that we needed. Alright, we need 2 lines. 1, 2. I guess this kind of does put a dimper on things too, but... Alright, let's switch this guy around to white turds. We decided to get motivated on this now because we needed the hydro refining. Okay. So I kind of want to put... No, let's put it on this side. In case we decide to double it or something. Nah, that's fine. We'll just put it here. Alright, and then this guy will come into here. In. This guy goes to here. And in. Alright, so we need some place for the shit water to go and just go away. Probably. We'll save a bunch of it because it's what we do. Is that your maximum? It was, yay. Then we'll make another overflow valve. Let's put it down here. This way we don't have to worry about additional power. We'll evaporate that away when that turns to crap. And then we need two lines, one for the crystals, one for the floaters. And you're gonna make which color crystals? The light greenish color. And the light greens need to go up to this right away. It's... Oh no! Will you fit there? Please fit there. Please fit there. Damn you. Fine. Let's see. Same thing. You to here. Light green doohickeys. Less than 20,000. Okay. So you don't have electricity. And this doesn't have to go that far. Wait, no, it does have to go that far. Okay. So we need chromium. Actually, let's go with the second one. Crushed protinium. Boop. Maybe not. Maybe it's... I can never tell the difference between it and the dirt. Alright, and you guys don't have your water hooked up yet. So this currently doesn't have any additional storage. I don't think we're going to have that much extra storage, but I do want to have at least a little bit. Just a small buffer right there. So that's cranking away. I hope they're alive. And the dogs are off. Okay, so right now, we don't have the ability unless we start requesting the chest to make the crystals. Right? Cortinium crystals need the hydrofluoric acid. But that's, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and pretend. Boop. And again, I like how we have this all nicely done. Oops, sorry, I don't mean to make anyone sick right here. I feel like this. If I can make it fit anyhow, I think it looks really nice. Actually, a steel pipe seems super weird. You steel pipe, go. And then we'll probably just use 2 of these. That's probably enough. Here we're gonna have to do that. And then somewhere we'll figure out how we want to. We'll probably just. I guess this would be the place that we'd use a robo network for. To take the barrels from here to up here. For the hydrofluoric acid. Boop. That seems alright. Fortunately, that means that this is going to have to go like way less. There's no way we're going to be able to provide 5,000. I don't think. Well, maybe. But that'll have to wait until next time. But my thinking is that basically each one of these would get one for this side and then one for that side. It'd be ideal if I could just stick them right on the ends, but I mean, it's probably fine. Like, this one doesn't need to be like, this will already have an output on one of these. I think it's the inside one. That's the top one. So this top one, which will be floaters, will go like that. Then we'll have a line that goes out to the network. So it'll look like that, and then that one can go there, and then this one could go basically in line. It could go even here. And go like that. I don't hate that. Then you guys will be unbarreling this. So we need a couple of chests real fast. Actually, let's just actively provide. No, not that. Not that. Stop. Whew. Alright, so let's actively provide empty barrels to the network. And you'll request. Now, do we have a good idea where we want this to go? That looks reasonable. Then okay, so let's go one more back. So that line can go straight out. And if that line goes straight out, then this can go here. And then you guys will be able to request that. And then that means you will start requesting the hydrochloric acid barrels. And you really only want like 500. No, you probably don't want that many. You probably just want like 50. Ah, screw it. We're going to change you down to 500. That means we're going to have to prioritize alright, let's put this on the list before I forget, because we got to go to lunch, or we got to go to the gym soon. So we need hydrochloric acid, right? Am I drunk? HYDRO acid from base to LTN. Alright, we'll work on that for next time. And then what we'll do is we'll just have a small chest here, probably. Put it on this side. A small chest here that will. Nope. There will be a filter inserter, and that'll filter the fluoride. We'll filter that. So this will unload it, throw it in there. These guys will call it, and then what we'll do is we'll set up a. God, I don't necessarily want it to be a storage, but I think I have to. Put a storage chest right here. That will currently have a filter that says empty barrels, and then it'll provide any active any barrels back to the network. So you guys are not going in. All right, excellent. So we'll make sure that The network is requesting the light geodes, and then we will be taking our break because that was the whole reason we set up the Crotinium today. And we're gonna finish what we, for one time, we're gonna actually get the shit that we need to the place that we need it. How does it have to be there? I don't want it there anymore. Get in my car. Let's go. That network extension may not need to be there either any longer. We'll see. I need to figure out where I want to put the network, the stop for the base. Do I want it to be up here? Do I want to be down there? Good night, mate. I go to sleep now. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow for Dungeons and Dragons Online. Factorio will probably be Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. So if you're just a Factorio junkie, that's the place to be. Let's see. I gotta go over here. So first step. Anyone doing crystals out? No one's doing crystals out. Seems really odd that nobody is doing crystals out. We could do crystals out here in the steel line, the metals line, but that's crazy. So when you guys request, who's requesting crystals? Anybody? You are, right? Yeah. You're requesting the cyan ones. Negative 10,000. So you fly them out of here? And the robots are cool with that, I assume. Oh, this needs to have its name changed. Oh, gross. And your minimum request is 10,000. I actually kind of want to change that to 5,000 or 500 now, just to see it work. But that's okay. So that should fix it. We should be getting the light crystals in. The light green crystals. The light green crystals turn into specifically emeralds. The emerald ore. So, and that's something we need. Why are you full? Sapphire ore's full again. Did I fix it? Did I fix what? The LTN network? What's not fixed? Or what was broken? Oh, the name of the where? I have not changed the name yet. We'll run over here for miles. Run for days! Let's not get ran over by a train. So the trains are all running on rocket fuel or solid fuel. I feel like I need more brakes. There they go. Now it's getting the crushed stone. Let's pop on this side. Let's change this train station name so we actually can see our request correctly. So LTN processed or M Crow. Can I paste that? Protinium's products. Oh, I see. Well, by should fix it, I merely meant that it's available. So let's change this to from 10,000 to how much is already in here? 3,000. All right, so now 3,000 is being provided to the network. Is that correct? Where's a green? Yeah, 3,000 is going to the network with a minimum request size of 3,000. We'll run these miles back over. Going from iron goods out to the main base, a bunch of iron plate. From raw in, they're requesting rubitite. They're getting that. I'm going to change. For now, we're going to change you down to 3,000. Light green geodes, there they are. Requesting light green geodes. And in a second, we should have a train full of light green geodes. And here comes that train. Choo-choo! And it should wait here, I believe. Yep. Why are you requesting the iron? Seems silly. I guess it's fine, but this guy's also providing iron. And then, boop. There goes our light green geodes. Our light green geodes should be requested by the network. We should start seeing robots coming to get them. Group. There's our line of robots. And then the other thing we probably should do at some point is switch the crushed stone station, this station right here, from this should be the station requesting all of the geodes, so we don't have to have the robots carry them as far. And here comes the robot snake. And they run out of power. Boop. We're so tired now. Some of these guys are like, we're gonna make it. Ugh. Look at there they go. Alright, so what we gotta figure out is why some of these are overpowering the line, because we need these light green geodes to run. And I think instead of each one going into like one big storage station, I think we're just gonna have to change it to where they each feed into their own box. So, I don't know, we'll look at that next time too. I'll make a note. Oh, sweet. All this bobmonium is gathered here. And this backlog is full, so let's get rid of it too. That backlog of crushed bobmonium in there. We'll take all of that. And then odds are what we'll end up doing is we'll get all this gathered up, and when this is gone, then we'll probably need to work on the other thing. Alright, so real quick, I'm going to make a note for gems. Gems. Alright, boom, done. Alright guys, with that, I'm going to thank you all for watching very much. As always, I have been Samius. I appreciate it. And we will be back tomorrow. For sure. Probably also tonight, to be honest. Potential. I'm not actually real sure what the game is going to be tonight. It could be more Factorio. It could be more HOTS. I'm not 100% what exactly is going down. I should actually be working on my magic tonight, but I don't think I'm gonna. Oh, faster, faster, faster. Get this done. Get it done. Yeah, boom. Sweet. Magic or Factorio, please. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna make any promises. Because I have 10 days left of Sim Pack for HOTS, so I'll probably actually end up playing some amount of HOTS at some point. Whether it'll be right away when we come back, or we'll do a little bit of Magic and then we'll do some HOTS. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know. Where's that checklist? It's right here, bud. Boop. Right there. Super easy to read, right? These boards are sweet, by the way. It's called a boogie board, and they're magnetically powered, and it's really nice. All right, guys. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Toots.